If you are making any one of these three mistakes on your monk mode journey, then your progress is going to be very limited. You're not going to get that many results out of your monk mode schedule. Even after 21 days, after 30 days, no matter how long it may be, your results may not be ideal if you're making any one of these three simple mistakes that I've made on my monk mode schedule. And the first mistake I made was having unclear and complex rules. And I tried to go up with 10 different rules first of all. 10 is a lot of things to keep track of. Meditation, reading, studying, make sure I'm going out with friends, making sure that I'm journaling, making sure that I'm going out with nature. Like, a lot of these are very simple tasks, right? But the point of monk mode is to focus on the priority. You need to lock in and make sure that your focus is concentrated on the priority. And I learnt what a term called the 80-20 rule. And the 80-20 rule means that 20% of all tasks involved towards achieving a certain goal will actually give you 80% of the results. Those 20% of the tasks are your priority. And that's something that I wish I had learned, because recently when I first started out, my tasks and objectives, I had a lot of them, and some of them were quite complex and irrelevant as well. And that is something that took me some time to refocus my attention to what truly matters. The second mistake that I have made on my monk mode journey is not learning from my mistakes. One of the best tasks, one of the best habits to build, in my opinion, is writing your schedule down and writing down the lessons that you have learned on that schedule from the mistakes that you have made. If you made an incredibly embarrassing mistake yesterday, why not just write down how to avoid that mistake for tomorrow or the next day or in future advance anyway, depending on how big that mistake was for you. You don't want to make this harder for yourself, especially whenever you make mistakes often as well, because I used to make heaps of mistakes, especially when starting out with my self-improvement journey. And the best way to skyrocket your success, especially when starting out with the monk mode, is learn from your mistakes. Write them down clearly on a piece of paper, stick it up on your wall, and make sure that you're aware of the mistakes that you're making, and more importantly, how you're making them work in your favor for you to improve your progress on your journey. The third mistake that I've made, and this is a big one, because if you make this mistake, you lose everything, in my opinion, from the experiences that I've had, and that is losing focus. Again, I can't emphasize the importance, how significant it is to concentrate as much as your attention on to the priorities, which is your monk mode schedule. And your focus, you need to be focusing on it as much time as possible, making sure that nothing distracts you, instead of failing, like making mistakes and just throwing your arms up and saying, I don't really want to do this goal anymore, it's a bit too hard, it's not really meaningful for me right now, and I feel like something else could be better. And then you start focusing on other goals. Let's say that you're trying to get fit, become healthy, and adopt a great diet again, but it's just too hard. The junk food is too attached to your identity, and you just can't let it go. So then you just move on to something else. I'm just going to make money instead. No. You can't just you can't get distracted by things outside of you. You need to focus on the priorities, and you decide what that is for you. It needs to be aligned with your heart, your passion, your purpose in your life, and what you truly need to work on the most. That is something that I'd wish I had learnt earlier on in my monk mode journey, because when I first started this monk mode journey, my monk mode schedule, I don't know why I keep calling it that. As soon as I started it on this YouTube channel, I lost my focus as soon as I got injured from hurdles. As soon as I overextended my knee and then twisted my kneecap, oh man, I just let the negativity flood my mind. That is something that I needed to block out. Whenever I make a mistake like that, I'm not going to let anything stop me, because I will make sure that I have whenever I have a minor setback, I will transmute it into a major comeback. And we can become much more powerful and more capable of doing so together in our journeys in life, because together we will win.